Hey everyone, welcome to my 2023 goals, and this is just a video where I talk about what I plan to do this year and if I did the things I was supposed to do last year. So first, let's look at last year and see if I totally failed or did everything I was supposed to. First, we have Grace Under Fire, which was supposed to be released last year, and it was technically, but to be honest, I really was trying to get the audiobook for that one out, but I couldn't because I was too busy with some other stuff. I'm still gonna call this a yay because it did get released. It just didn't get released in the full way that I wanted it to be released. Second, we have Terror in the Cave. Terror in the Cave is something else that is technically done. I just have to proofread it, get the audiobook done for it, and then put it out. So I'm gonna say that I was not able to reach the goal of putting out Terror in the Cave, which is another short story that takes place in my Antoine series. Then we have God's Glass, which is supposed to be the collection of all of those stories. So Grace Under Fire, Terror in the Cave, and Stone Skin. Only one of those three are completely done, so can't have the collection out if you don't have all of them done. That one also that's going to be a no. I failed on that goal, but we're going to get into some successes now. So we have Tales from the Otherworld, which was an anthology that I wanted to put together via a Kickstarter. We had a successful Kickstarter campaign. I believe the end goal was, or I think the goal was like $1,500. We got something like $3,000 or $4,000 on that Kickstarter. That is now ready for pre-order. So if you're into middle grade fantasy, if you like middle school, high school-ish, young adult kind of fantasy, that is available right now for pre-order, or you can get it from my website right now if you want to support me on my website. Then we have The Windweaver Storm, which was the biggest release for me back in 2022. That one came out. That one's doing very well right now. We are right now in the talks of having that one turn into a screenplay. We have a screenwriter. We're just, having lawyers do their lawyer thing, but that one looks very promising. That one looks like it's actually going to make it to possibly a theatrical release or, streaming service or something like that. But again, I'm speaking ahead of myself on that one. But still, Windweaver Storm got done. Really awesome. Next, we have An Axe for a Hammer, which was supposed to be the short story that takes place directly after The Windweaver Storm, which is book 2 in my TJ Young in the Odisha series. Now, with that one, okay, so that's not a short story anymore. It's currently at novelette length, which basically is anything over 7,000 words but below 20,000 words, and it's possible that this might actually turn into a full-on novella when all things are said and done. So yeah, didn't get done for 2022, but that's because it's expanding into a bigger thing. It's got a lot of overlap between the Orishas, which is what I do with the West African deities, and it's merging with the Norse mythology with Thor. So you have that whole mixing and matching thing going on, and there's a lot to explain, and the world's getting bigger. So that one was not able to come out in 2022, but definitely coming out in 2023. I'm actually finishing the second draft of it right now. So if you, in the comments are interested in becoming a beta reader, just let me know, and I'll get my information to you or whatever. Then we have Thor Code and Honor, which I even said in my video last year. I was like, I don't know why I have this on my list. This is definitely not going to get done, but it was on my list anyway. So yeah, it didn't get done last year, but we finally found someone who can take it from its current first drafty state to a second cleaner draft, in which case I will go through and do a third draft on it. So hopefully that will be out next year, not next year, 2023, yeah, not this year, but in 2024. I'm hoping in June is when that one will be dropped, and I will finish my first trilogy, although I think my first trilogy finish will actually be TJ, which I'll get into later. And then next up, we have AB Book Services, which became my top earner for the year last year. So some of you might be aware that I used to do a lot of YouTube editing for other YouTube channels like Just Kidding Party, Just Kidding News, Tiffin Case, Darling, all them. But now I am doing audiobooks, in which, that's doing pretty well as well. I think in my last video I said I wanted to do at least 150,000 words per month, which I am on track with, and that's what's been happening. So I'm gonna say that one's that's a green light. We're gonna say that goal was met. YouTube goals. So I don't know why I give this an X. I'm gonna give this actually it got done. There was a few things I wanted to, post more consistently, which I did. I just didn't do it in the last 3 months because I got so busy with the audiobook editing stuff. But really, I did everything that I was supposed to do last year with YouTube. I posted more consistently. I streamed a whole lot more. So I'm gonna say yes on that one. Same with Twitch. I said I wanted to Twitch a little bit more. Again, not in the last 3 months. Not in the last 3 months. Sorry, my voice is going. Not in the last 3 months because I had a lot of stuff going on. But I'm gonna say that was good too. I was pretty consistent with YouTube and Twitch last year, except for the last quarter of 2022. Now let's look into some new stuff that I am planning on doing this year. So Tales from the Other Worlds, that one's coming out. I already said that already got done, but it's officially coming out on February 1st, but it's all done right now. Like if you want a free audiobook code or a free ebook code, I can get you that in exchange for a review. Then we have The Green Man Falls. So here's a big thing about publishing this year. So I am expanding my publishing out to beyond just my own books. I'll be publishing three or four, I don't know, 3 or 4 authors this year besides myself within the umbrella of what's being called an old god story. So if you're familiar with T.J. Young and the Orishas, it is just a sliver of an expanding world. So think about like Marvel Universe combined with Percy Jackson. So, you know, all these different pantheons, all these different deities and gods coming together and overlapping, basically is what we're doing with this new series. And the first of that is called The Green Man Falls, which is a short story prequel to what would be called The Spiral of Life. That one should be coming out on March 20th. In fact, I believe it's on pre-order right now. So that one's already ready and done, the audiobook and the short story. Then we have An Axe for a Hammer, which is going to come out on June 5th. That one should be done by that time. It's not done yet. I'm still in the beta reading phase for that, but that should be done by June 5th of this year. Then Of Ruin and Silk audio, I will finally get my audiobook done for the second Sky Pirate Chronicles book that I did way back when. Hoping that one will come out on June 12th. I think that's very possible for that to be done. All of it's recorded, all of it's done. I just have to actually go in and edit it, which I haven't done yet. Then we have Orishas Among Mortals, which will be my first short story / novella collection of all of the little in-between stories I've been doing for T.J. Young and the Orishas. That's going to come out on Juneteenth. That one definitely will be done so long as An Axe for a Hammer comes out on June 5th. And then a special one here. This is the first time I'm mentioning this anywhere online, I think, except for maybe my Instagram. Kill the Moon. I am doing a new sci-fi short story. There is an anthology that I want to submit to. I think the deadline is in like late February. I'm definitely going to be done with that because I'm already finished with my first draft of the short story. It's only 7,000 words, so it's not, you know, super long. It's not going to take a long time to get done. But that one's coming out on June 26th. It's a really, really cool sci-fi story to the point where I'm thinking about maybe having another series that's going on that's sci-fi related. And you can even see the cover is probably somewhere here. It looks really dope. Again, be on the lookout on my social media if you want to be a beta reader for that, because that one is coming out very soon. And then we have Mask on the Water, which is one of our Mesoamerican. By the way, I forgot to mention this, but The Green Man Falls is a Celtic mythology story. Mask on the Water is a Mesoamerican, I believe, based on the Mayan, or not even the Mayan gods. I believe it's based on the deities that came before the Aztecs and the Mayans. Like a lot of the Aztecs and Mayans pantheon has something to do with like the older gods and things like that. Basically, it's like the old versions of those things. But it's a really cool story. It's a really cool short story to kind of get you into the vibe. That one's coming out in July. Definitely should come out because that one's already done. We already finished the audio and the ebook for it. So now we're just waiting for the full book to be done. And then we have The Spiral of Life, which again is going to be that Celtic mythology that I mentioned before. Short story for that one's already done. Actually, the full draft of Spiral of Life is done. We're just waiting for the beta reader session to get done for that and to continue forward. Then we have The Hero's Equinox, which is my third book in the T.J. Young and the Orisha series. Hopefully I can make it in October because I only have the first 10 chapters written of the story right now, and I'm super busy with, you know, everything else I've been talking about in this video so far, plus the, you know, Axe for a Hammer stuff, the Of Ruin and Silk, Sky Pirate stuff. So hopefully, I mean, that gives me about like 7 months to write the novel, and I think I can do it if I put my head down and do it. But that one's the one I'm most afraid of on this schedule so far, is T.J. Young book 3 is, can it get done? Then on October 15th, we have The Sunlit Ruins, which is again that Mesoamerican book I was telling you guys about. That one is when the full novel will come out for that one. And then we have something called Rune Warriors Book 1, which is based on Norse mythology. That book should be coming out in December. I think we'll be able to hit that goal. And in terms of YouTube and Twitch and that sort of a thing, we'll go over some goals for that one. Audiobook services, same as before. I just want to make sure that I have 150,000 words of material every month. I think I'm going to be able to do that because as of this recording, I'm actually booked all the way until July on my schedule for audiobook services. So no issues there. I think audiobook services is going to be fine this year. And also we're going to be at a conference later on this year in Vegas where I'm going to have a booth for the first time. Well, not first, actually the second time I have a booth. But this is for a very, very big conference that I think is going to help, you know, get our name out there. And then for YouTube goals, same as before, especially this year with Avatar, now that we're gonna have the live action series, I'm planning on doing an explain video for every episode of the Netflix series. I'm gonna be doing a reaction video for every live action series Netflix episode. So that's supposed to be coming out some point this year. We don't know when exactly. We're hoping for an announcement any day now, but that's the big thing that's gonna be happening this year is Avatar stuff. I did debate if I was going to put some Harry Potter back on the channel because I'm very, very much looking forward to the new game, Hogwarts Legacy. But I put a poll on the channel and it seems like people, would rather me not do it because of the J.K. Rowling stuff. And I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need to cover HP on meaning Harry Potter on the channel. So it's no biggie. But I think that's it for like the YouTube goals. Twitch, I will be going back on Twitch, but I'm probably gonna be doing it less so because I've actually discovered that I like offline gaming a little bit more than Twitch gaming because you do have to kind of like, have a performative relationship when you're doing streaming online, stuff like that. So I'm gonna cut that out, I think, so I can like actually get back to like gaming on my own. But for special events like Hogwarts Legacy, I am still going to be streaming it via Twitch. I'm just not going to be doing it on my YouTube channel. But that's it. Yeah, that's it for all my goals for 2023. Again, most of it's publishing related, as that is the thing that I always have to schedule the most. But in terms of like YouTube, lots of Avatar stuff. Twitch, gonna be doing some Hogwarts Legacy. And then of course my audiobook services for my audiobook publishing. But that's it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, love, and remember, be water, my friend. Favorite YouTube channel on the Citadel, Mischief Manage. Although we don't do all that stuff anymore, so really I should just say be water, my friends, and that's it. Bye.